by calling him gay and
exactly.
black.
Obama can't come out and be like, I would never. Well, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's if Obama's officially goes. Well, back in 2007, Obama could literally get a press conference. He goes, "Listen, I think it's disgusting, and they should burn in hell."
Yep. But now they have to pretend to care.
Yeah, this is how easily I'm tricked, because when he said I was arrested by Beau Biden, for like 30 seconds, like, okay, this is undisputed. This has to be true. I'm looking it up. You know, the real story is he was probably like smoking crack with a 12-year-old he was going to rape.
Yeah.
And then the police arrested him.
Yeah. A guy that looked like Beau Bridges arrested him.
Took place. Shortly before you made these public allegations about Obama, you were contacted, you say, by a man named Donald Young.
Donald Young was the choir director in Jeremiah Wright's church in Chicago.
This is the church Obama
Reverend
attended.
Wright. Exactly.
And what did Donald Young tell you?
That he too had intimate relations with Barack Obama and had for years, and that I needed to protect myself, that they were going to come after me.
What happened?
He was shot point blank in his apartment in Chicago.
The murder was never solved?
No, it wasn't.
Donald Young's mother.
Nobody ever gets shot in Chicago, famously.
Devin, can you give the folks at home context for who Ronald Wright is?
Or Jeremiah Wright.
Jeremiah Wright?
He was Obama's pastor, I believe, that had a history of, I don't know. What was it again?
I think he was like a real honky hater, if I remember.
Yeah, he hated white people, I think. And then they were trying to tank Obama's campaign in 2008 with his relation to that guy.
Because every president picks a fake church that they pretend to go to. Sure. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
So
the news got Jeremiah Wright was like, cameras if I say incredibly incendiary things. This is great. And then they would just have him on news and they'd be like, so do you think all white people should be killed? And he goes, yes, I do.
Yeah. It was one of those. It was back in the day when shit like that could actually tank your campaign. But then Trump ended all that for everybody.
And now we have Dr. Umar and
well, no, I'm just saying now almost nothing can tank your campaign. You could be Hillary pouring hot sauce on the Breakfast Club. You could be Biden saying if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. You could be Trump making fun of a retard, going
I even trying to find this video, it was so hard to find. I found all these things where CBS News were doing these softball pieces where they were pretending they were being somewhat hard on the Obama administration because they were like, Obama has been public about not kicking his nicotine habit yet. It's 2009, and his doctor said his bad cholesterol levels have gone up over the past year, and he advises him to quit smoking.
Right.
And then literally cut to 2 years after that, Rob Ford is smoking crack at a disco in Canada.
It's become easier and easier to be a politician. I mean, you can get away. I don't. At this point, the only thing that tanks your campaign is just being lame. DeSantis is tanking his campaign by just being I don't have time to have a personality.
Right.
And we're like, fuck you, do a set. People are like, do a set, bitch. Do a tight five.
People are trying to spin it by saying they're like, can we finally be open about this? Ron DeSantis is on the spectrum, and we're here for it. Yeah. So now they're acting like if you own DeSantis for being literally a complete sociopath who's practicing smiling in the mirror, then you're making fun of an intellectually and developmentally disabled person.
Right, but if it's all about the standard you hold yourself to. If you're a Trump, you don't hold yourself to any standard. You can get away with anything forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, versus 2004, Howard Dean literally lost.
Yeah.
He was going to be the next president.
For making a weird noise.
Yeah. And he just went, yeah.
Yeah, he went, yeah.
And people were like, kind of gay. Yeah. You don't get to be the president anymore.
Everyone was like, that sucked ass, and you're out. But now you could be on stage. You could have a million moments.
Yeah,
you could be like, lynch him. You could be tell a guy in the crowd, throw his ass out, lynch him.
Yeah, you could be like Trump when they're like the P tape came out. He's like, yeah, maybe I did piss on him with my big fat dick. You hate that bitch?
Sincerely, and then nobody cares. If you own shit, the Patrice joke came true about Charlie Sheen, how Charlie Sheen never actually got in trouble because he owned everything. You can't cancel a guy. He's like a terrorist. It's you can't beat people that don't care to die.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing now. If you just show yourself from day one, you're uncancelable.
Yeah, because DeSantis